So here we have the 2021 Toyota Camry XSE. And this one's a V6 model. Comes in wind chill with the midnight black roof on black leather interior. And the powertrain is going to consist of a 3.5 liter naturally aspirated V6 made into an 8-speed automatic transmission that's putting out 301 horsepower and 267 pound-foot of torque. So as we get to the front end here, you have LED headlamps along with LED daytime running lights. And over here, we have 19-inch aluminum wheels. You get passive keyless entry on the front two doors. And there are the controls for your power door locks, power windows, and power mirrors. And there's your power driver's seat with power lumbar support. And onto the rear seat. So really good leg room in this Camry. The seat in front of me is adjusted for someone who is 6'3", and I'm 6'3", sitting back here, and I have plenty of space to move about and slide my feet underneath the seat if I need to. You also get rear AC vents back here. And there's a view of the front from the back seat. And there is your middle seat cup holders. Let's go ahead and take a look at the trunk space next. So there's the rear end there. There's your dual exhaust. And pretty good sized trunk space, as you can see. We're gonna pull this up here. And then you can fold the seats flat if you need to. And then to put them back, you just lock them back into place. And there you have your power passenger seat. Top in the driver's seat. So here you have a nice leather wrapped steering wheel. And then over here, you have your Grace Note JBL sound system, your radio. There's a navigation screen there. And there's your home page. You get AM, FM, XM radio along with Bluetooth audio. Then you also get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well. And there's your backup camera with your 360 view. And then down here, you have the controls for your dual zone automatic climate. And down there, you get a wireless charging pad that you can toggle on and off. Then you have a USB input, then a 12 volt over here. Now for the shifter, you can just pull back, reverse, neutral drive, and then you can manually shift here, or using the paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. And then you have your 3 drive modes, Eco, Normal, and then Sport. Then you have your electronic parking brake, which you pull up to engage, and then you can push down and disengage, along with your brake hold. Then you also have your 3-stage heated and cooled seats for the driver and passenger. There's your center console space with 2 more USB ports, a USB and a USB-C. And then a nice dual pane sunroof here, which you can one-touch tilt or slide. And there's a view of the rear seat from up here. And there's your glove compartment with your owner's manuals. I'm gonna grab this window sticker. So there's that. So this one sticker's right at $39,496. But over here on the left side of the steering wheel, you have your gauge cluster controls. You can go through all that. And then your volume controls, your Bluetooth controls here. And then on the right side of the steering wheel, you can go through your radio stations and you can toggle through AM, FM, XM, or Bluetooth using this mode button. And then you can go through the track list or radio stations using these arrows. And then for your Toyota safety sense, of course, you have your radar cruise control, which you can toggle, your lane tracing assist, forward collision alert, the gap adjust. So plenty of safety features on this one. And there's your push button start. And finally, there's your key fob. But next we're gonna go ahead and take this Camry XSE V6 out on the road for a quick test drive. So I'm starting the test drive off in sport mode now. And right off the bat, you can definitely tell this thing has some power. And the power that's given to this car is very smooth. You don't feel a rush or hard shifting or anything like that, but just the overall engine output, it just slowly starts scooting you. And I really like that about this car, because people in this market who want something reliable with just power when they need it, this is gonna be the go-to here. Just drives really smooth, really refined. I'm gonna put in the manually shift mode. I'm gonna give it a little throttle here. Really crisp shifts, very quick, excuse me. So I have the lane centering on as well as the radar cruise control. So the lane centering is definitely more for your interstate driving, because on this curvy road here, it doesn't always want to keep you in the lines. But still a really good system. And I really like how you're able to control the transmission. So even cruising, it doesn't shift into the highest gear for you. It lets you have all the control there. So see, on a harder curve, it's not gonna autopilot for you or anything like that, but like I said, on the interstate, it's gonna do a really good job. And there's a little bit of road noise on these bigger wheels, but the ride quality does not suffer. It's really nice. We're gonna go ahead and put in the eco mode for a minute. So what's crazy is in eco mode, it kind of drives like a CVT when you give it throttle. It just slowly shifts for you. Unless you give it a lot of gas like that, and then it'll shift up a little bit, but for the most part, so definitely not as quick out of corners in eco mode as it would be in normal or sport, which is to be expected. But I'm gonna put it back into sport mode because I really just wanted to test drive this because I wanted to know about the acceleration compared to the 4-cylinder. So here we go. So really good power there, really good. I'm gonna put it in a normal, put it on the radar cruise and the lane center just to show you how good it is. Because this I have tested. And this system really is great. It's not as experimental as Tesla, where sometimes it'll tell you when a curve is coming and sometimes it won't, sometimes it'll slow down, sometimes it won't. But this is just really meant for, it's more of like GM Super Cruise. It's just meant to keep you safe, but to be convenient on long rides like this. Now the radar cruise is starting to slow me down to keep a safe distance between myself and this truck in front of me. But a really decent ride coming down the interstate. And you really can't beat a car that's this quick, getting 22 miles per gallon in the city and 32 on the highway. And of course, the normal mode is basically half eco, half sport. But this is going to bring me to an end of my review of the 2021 Toyota Camry XSE with the V6.